everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this time we're going to be doing a fill on a set that's been on for 3 weeks. As you can see, it looks still really good. The only reason why she ended up coming back because she wanted to wait another week was because this was my last week doing nails before my break. But as you can see, we're just going in and removing the bling. I'm removing that chain, and as you can see, I literally had a hard time that when I was taking off the chain, as you can see, it took off the whole like little piece of gel or the gel polish. But anyways, again, we're just going in and removing this with a pair of nippers, and then after that we're going to go in with the quartz drill bit, and we're going to go in and remove the gel polish and the glitter that's inside the nail. Alrighty, so once we finish removing the gel polish and the glitter, we're going in with a cuticle pusher, and we're just pushing back those cuticles, and that is just helping to expose the new growth and help with reducing lifting. So after we finish doing this, we're going to go in with the Melody Susie Scarlet Nail Drill. This time we're using the 180 sanding bend to remove the shine from the natural nail. So remember that this is just going to literally remove the shine. You're not going in to thin down the nails or anything. literally just removing that shiny layer that's on the nail. And then after this, we're going to just dust the nails off, and then we can go in with the primer. Alrighty, so now we're going in with the primer. We're just applying that on the natural nail. Remember, we don't want to get it on the skin. Literally just doing it on the new growth. And then after that, we can go in and apply the acrylic. So for the acrylic, we're going to be doing an ombre. So I'm going to be using some silver glitter that I had from a really long time. And it's just like literally some holographic glitters. It's like some little circle pieces. I don't know, it's just a whole bunch of different kinds, but we're gonna go ahead and apply that on the tip. I'm using my alpha brush in a number 9, and again, we're just applying the glitter on the tip, and then we're gonna come back in and do the Mia Secret Cover Pink. We're gonna do that at the back, that way we get that really nice ombre. And then of course we're gonna come back in and encapsulate that with the Mia Secret Pink, or as always, you can use the what is it called? You can use the clear, but I like to just use the pink because it's really translucent. But remember that when you're doing the color at the back, you want to make sure that you don't brush the product all the way down towards the tip. You want to just brush it down in the middle to blend the two together, and then come back in and encapsulate them. And we're gonna basically just be doing this on all of the nails, really nice and simple. All of my clients really were wanting something with like colored acrylic, that way they didn't have to worry about their nails, you know, messing up or anything while I'm on my break. So that's why you'll be seeing a lot of colored acrylic sets here lately and not so much polish. Alrighty, well, we're gonna do the same thing on the other ones. So again, we just apply the glitter on the tips, and what I'm doing is, since the glitter is just plain glitter, I dip my brush into the liquid, into my Mia Secret Pink, and then I dip that into the glitter. That way, you know, I don't have to just actually add the powder into my glitter. I just do, again, liquid, powder, and then into the glitter, and then I place it on the nail. So as you can see, we're gonna go ahead and just apply the glitter on the tips, and then we're gonna go in and do the Mia Secret Cover Pink at the back. Remember that, you know, you can do a finger at a time, like I did on the ring finger. I went ahead and did the glitter, the cover pink, and the Mia Secret Pink over it, or you can do all of the tips and then come back and do all of the cover color, and then come back and do all of the clear or whatever color you decide to use. It really doesn't matter, just whatever you feel more comfortable doing. You know, one might be a little bit more faster for you, but again, it just depends on what you feel comfortable doing. But I kind of just mix it up. I don't even think about it. I kind of just do, you know, whatever comes to mind. But we're gonna go ahead and finish applying the acrylic. It's gonna be the same technique for all of the nails. So again, we do the glitter at the tips, the pink cover color at the back, and then the Mia Secret Pink over them to encapsulate them. The reason why you have to go in with the other pink or the clear is just because if you don't, whenever you come back to file the nails, you are going to be filing away the colored acrylic or the glitter. So that's why you want to go in and encapsulate them. Again, you don't have to use the Mia Secret Pink. You can absolutely use a clear, but that's just what I prefer to use because it's really translucent, so you can't really tell that it's pink in it. A lot of the time people think that I'm using clear, but it's just the Mia Secret Pink. Alrighty, so we finished the first hand, so now we're going to go in and do the same thing on the other hand. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and do all of the tips, and then I'm going to come back in and just do, you know, the cover pink and the Mia Secret pink over each one. Alrighty, so we just finished applying the acrylic. So now I'm going to go in with my 100 nail file, and we're just going to be reshaping all of the nails. Remember, we file the sides and the free edge at a 90-degree angle so we can get that perfect coffin shape. Alrighty, so now we're going to go in with our fine drill bit, and again we're using the Scarlet Melody Susie nail drill, and I do have a promo code for them, so I'll be sure to leave that down below. But as always, we first start around the cuticle area, so we go from the right side over to the left side, just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until you're able to see where the cuticle is, where the natural nail is, and where the acrylic is. That way you know that the acrylic is not on the skin. As you can see there, like whenever you first look at the nail after you apply the acrylic, you'll be able to see the cuticle and the acrylic, but you're not going to be able to see the natural nail. So usually that's how I know that I sealed the acrylic around that cuticle area really good, is when I'm able to see a little bit of the natural nail. Not, you know, I don't mean there has to be a big gap to where it look like they already need a fill. Literally just a tiny gap. That way again you know that the acrylic is sealed really good. If you do not do this step correctly, you will get lifting, but trust me, this is something that's going to take a lot of practice, patience, and dedication to finally achieve, because it's probably one of the hardest things to do when doing acrylic nails is preventing lifting. So don't get discouraged if you know steady getting lifting after your first few sets, because trust me, it took me a long time. I honestly can tell you guys that up until like maybe a little bit before I started my YouTube channel, which was 2 years ago, you know, I was still getting a little bit of lifting here or there. I don't know if it was like me not sealing around the cuticle area properly or my product, because when I first started my YouTube channel, that's when I started using the Mia's Secret acrylic system. Before, I used to use the OPI, so it could have been a combination of both the product and you know, not filing correctly. I really don't know, but now I don't have any problems, but I really think that it has a lot to do with filing around that cuticle area. Again, this is a fine drill bit. I get them from Amazon. They're the Pana nail drill bits. So I have the fine one, an extra fine one, a coarse one, and an extra coarse, and I kind of just alternate between the two. You know, I have some clients that are a little bit more sensitive than others, so I always have to use the fine one on them. But you know, other than that, I usually always just use my fine one. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and finish filing all of the nails, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alrighty, so now we're going to go in and just buff the nails really good. So remember that with the buffer, this is just going to help get rid of any of the scratches left on the nail from the hand file or the e-file. So make sure you buff those nails really good. After this, we just dust the nails off, wipe them off with an alcohol wipe, or of course you can have your client go wash their hands, whatever just works for you best. Alrighty, y'all, so now we're going to go in and apply the Madam Glam Gel Top Coat. This set already looks really pretty, really nice and shiny, so I honestly don't feel like we need to add anything else to them. So after we cure them after we apply the top coat, we're just going to cure them for 60 seconds, and that'll be it. Alrighty, y'all, so here is the final look. As you can see, they turned out really pretty, really shiny, and that ombre just looks so good. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at GetNail32, and I'll see you guys next time.